I have a little identity crisis, sort of to say, because see, okay, if you're asking me as an Indian, I have a different question, I have a different answer, and if you're asking me as a Tibetan, I have a different answer. So, for example, I'll give you an example, right? The Tibet Policy Act. Tibet Policy Act, the US passed it. I don't think the Trump second, the Trump, right? The second term Trump would approve it, because in the first one he didn't have that much of support. Second, if you're asking me as a Tibetan in India, I want Indian government to pass the law. But as an Indian, would I want that to pass? I don't think so. Because what I think is that right now, India as an economy, right? They just have to keep your head down and then grow as an economy, right? Don't interfere in any other country. So right now, if we do interfere in the Chinese or any of the China territory and all those things, right? We will, because right now we are not in a position to dictate the terms, right? They are, because of the supply chain and all, right? We are not in a position. So first, I think as a country, if you are speaking me as a Tibetan, then I do want the law to pass. But second, if you're asking me as an Indian, I don't want it to pass. This is a simple example, right?
I'm born in India, so I think and like everything Indian, but I'm Tibetan too. But I'm not conflicted. And then in the last 30 years, I've been in America. I carry the passport. But if you ask me who am I, I'll say I'm a Tibetan. I'm born a Tibetan, I'll die a Tibetan. Now, when I speak about the Solanist Dalai Lama in India, I don't speak simply from Tibetan as a Tibetan with being selfish. As I said, there's India's stake is also there. If you have the fake Dalai Lama appointed by the Chinese government declaring Sikkim as part of China, what would you do? So is it better for India to make it stand now, or rather have a Chinese Panchen Lama come and say Sikkim is part of China, and all the Sikkimis should come to China, and based on these historical records, right? Darjeeling is part of China, Arunachal is part of China. They will make those claims no matter what. You can say Uganda state, right? It's very volatile. But I would say from 1950s India to 2026 India is much, much stronger. For almost 30 plus years, India was ideologically aligned with China, and Hindi Chini Bhai Bhai was a slogan. Now we are no more in Hindi Chini Bhai Bhai state. You said Chini, Hindi Chini Bhai Bhai how many times? For how many centuries? How many decades? What did India gain? Northeast ka problem continued, AK-47, Kashmir ka problem, AK-47. You just look, you are surrounded now. In Nepal has one pro-China party and one pro-India party. Bangladesh has same, Sri Lanka has same, Maldives has same. How long and how far you want to still stay with your head bowed down? China has interfered everywhere, and they will interfere more. And then whole of Himalayan is at stake. Now, yes, if China allows you to bow down, then you should. But China will not. They will interfere. Nepal is the only other Hindu country in the world. And it has pro-India, till recently pro-China government, for decades. So how long and how much can you tolerate?
Don't worry about identity crisis. All of us in India have it. Right. I'm a member of a community which comes from the coastal part of Karnataka, but the state language of Karnataka is Kannada, which is not my mother tongue. But I'm part of the Republic of India. I'm a citizen of the country whose official language is neither my mother tongue nor my state language, and I speak to in a language is none of the above. Right. The larger point I'm trying to make is you can have loyalties, affiliations, fidelities, without necessarily it being part of your identity. We have multiple identities, and we could choose which identity we want to emphasize. As long as you do it in the right, rightful, thoughtful way, that's fine.
Identity issue is a very deep philosophical, issue. Buddha has addressed it, and the Indian masters and the Tibetan masters have addressed the issue. And this is a kind of a subject that the meditators very intensively study and then contemplate, and then then go deep down into the issue of identity. Buddha says there is no such identity. If you try to look, just exactly what you say, that if you look from different perspectives, you find different personalities and different identities, which you are going to find it, because you have been trying to pinpoint exactly which is your identity. If you try to pinpoint and try to find out what exactly am I, then you won't find anything. This is the essence of Buddhism. That is why it is called selflessness, and the Nairatma. And the Nairatma is there is no essential entity called Atma, but it is simply designated on the basis of conventional existence.